Hey, welcome back to GZ Sports. I didn't know it was live. It kind of surprised me, but I'm here. I don't know. Big up on yourself, and I'm here with Jackson and Savage. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah,
My friends.
vamos, man. Boy, you can imagine if Jamaica had more than two ATMs.
So random.
No, bro, I was on the road a while ago. There are four ATMs. Well, five in the lot and only two working. Only two.
Hey,
It's
hey, you
because your
know,
boys keep on rubbing them. You need to tell your boys to relax and calm down,
No,
man.
listen,
I have to big
listen.
up my boys at Nova Scotia, Jamaica, the Scotia Bank. Like, it's the only bank I know where the ATMs are connected to it. Like five or six of them, and at most, only one is working.
Listen, that one wasn't working either. I would go there, just just go there and you can select the type of money you want. Whether you want a 500, $1,000, you have options. That not working. So you just have to sit down and wait for the NCB and then the people them going there, stand up and them just like I don't know if move.
I know what they're doing because it's like they're expecting to see like probably money in there. Them no money not in there, So it just them keep on every time them just keep on pushing
You
back them
know,
corner and try again with just hopes that them will see a little funds in there. But I experienced that only. You need to tell the guys to stop rub the brinks though because
brother,
it
a
cause a
long time.
crisis. It cause
It's
a
a
crisis.
long time now. The bring struck them to get robbed. Anyway, we're not talking about robbery. We're not implicating nobody in this.
Breaking news! I just got the news. Breaking news! Oh my gosh! I can't believe it.
Speaking of
Xavi
robbery.
Xavi is leaving Barcelona due to harassment, physical harassment, emotional harassment, sexual harassment, and the fans are getting
Huh?
out of hand. And it is sad to hear that he's facing all of those issues at the club and is forced to leave. It's very sad. Can't believe it.
I mean,
Okay. Wait. Who did he sexually harass? That's all I want to know.
Uh, Maybe he was the one being maybe he was the victim
But why would he leave if he is the victim? That doesn't make sense.
because
listen,
he's the victim. What are you saying?
hey.
I'm saying that no, I can't say that. The show would get me on. I'm not going to say that. I can't. I physically should not say that, so I'm not going to. But it is a tragedy, though. Xavi is going to leave June 30th, 2024. It's really gut wrenching as a Barcelona fan, because it's not really his fault. Results haven't been going our way. We've been excellent in attack, but defensively, we're like Manchester United with Maguire in his worst, mixed up with Bailly, and then imagine my surprise when they put Casper the friendly ghost in goal. Um, like it doesn't work for us. Barcelona have a huge injury crisis, which Xavi has been having to rely on youth stars, which has seen the emergence of quite a few actually, like Fermin Lopez, Alejandro Balde, obviously the GOAT, Lamine Yamal. They've all emerged due to this injury conundrum that he faces. And while Lewandowski is busy doing TikToks, he has not been able to adapt to the TikTok football. So it's really depressing in that regime. Barcelona have been good this season. Obviously, he won the first major trophy post Lionel Messi, and that was the La Liga last season. He's done a good developmental job. I just think that it's just the pressures of being the coach of the best team in the world, like not winning a trophy for one season almost guarantees you the sack, despite you having to contend with so much issues. Like, bro, you can't expect the man to put 11 diapers, 11 children on the pitch. It's not going to work for you.
11 diapers. Wow.
No matter how good you could have 11 Lionel Messi. Even Lionel Messi is short, so he can not. He won't be able to save a ball that's kicked adequately over his head. It just doesn't work. And we can't obviously use Marc Andre ter Stegen, so we have to be relying on Iñaki Pena, who is also a young and inexperienced kid. It's just a shit show. And I really wish that the Coolers would have treated Xavi better. He's a legend, arguably one of the best midfielders of all time. And his tactics have not been bad, actually. He's just struggling to make do with what he has. And I have to commend him for that. Xavi, thank you so much. I really wish we could have sent you off in a better fashion, but the Barcelona fans are unforgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and some more quotes coming out from Javi as well. Um, says that the club needs a change of dynamic. Leaving Barca is the best option for all parties involved. And this is where it gets interesting because he says, "I'm the most responsible one. I'm the most responsible one, so the players will finally feel free now." Now, as a Barca fan, I couldn't give a shit about what's going on in Barcelona. Um, what does that mean? That last part that they will finally feel free now. So, what's been going on at the Catalonians?
Well, it's just a simple issue that not everyone aligns with Xavi's footballing philosophy. As you know, he has done a good job with reading. I think it was the best outcome at the start because, as we all know, no other manager could have really come into the team and gotten rid of the old players like Gerard Piqué or Busquets or Alba without serious consequences, right? He did that, right? And because he did that, some of those players who are friends with or some of the players who do not exactly like Xavi's coaching techniques or dominant coaching style obviously don't really support him. And once the senior members of the team don't really support you, um, they hold significant influence over the junior members of the team. Right? It's just common knowledge. And now since Xavi lost the dressing room, lost the senior players, right? He's essentially lost the entire plot. It's not his fault, as I've said, right? He feels betrayed, and I don't blame him. He's tried his hardest. He's been doing his best in order to get us from point A to point B. But we, the fans, the board, and the players involved haven't been giving him the time he needs. The only players that probably really want him to stay are the younger ones who he is giving the chance, who is given the chance to become breakout stars now, right? And I think that they are the ones that tend to suffer the most from this because you have a manager that not only backs you but has to rely on you, right? When you get a new manager, I don't see who can come in to replace him, bro. Like, you don't have funds. Your stadium is still being built. You have an injury crisis with real significant proportional disparities. Bro, let's be real here. Who is going to take over? I think that they should have given Jaffe at least another year or another 2 years because he has the quality. He's shown that he can win La Liga. And by how many points clear last season? By how many points, Clay? We literally beat the biggest robbers since the great train robbery in Real Madrid in that season. Come on, man. Come on. But that's what's been going on in the new camp. Back over to you, Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, a passionate Barca fan, Fry, we can see that this is a passionate Barca fan there. Um, and look, as a Real Madrid fan, of course, we're going to feel a bit bad because look, Xavi's not there to destroy the club anymore. They're gonna. The thing is, they're broke, so who they're gonna get as the manager, right? We won't get into that detail too much because he's still got about 5 months left to do his magic and everything. Um, but when it comes around, I mean, there are a lot of clubs that are going to need managers. Barcelona is not excluded from that list. So we'll wait and see what happens for Barcelona in the future. Fry, is he dead?
I
I'm
think
back. I'm
Madrid
back.
to silence. Oh,
Yes,
oh, oh,
yes,
sorry.
yes, yes, I'm back. Okay, so it's sad, yeah, but it is what it is. Let's move on. The Reggae Boys squad was announced on Wednesday. How do you think the squad will fare in the upcoming friendlies? Boy, Reggae Boys.
What was
Reggae.
that? Oh boy.
um, you ask for things a lot of the times, and when you get them, you realize, that, no, I didn't think I wanted that. Because most times, I always say I want to see the young players get game. Hey, cut that, man. I want to see the young players get games. And
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
as I was saying, I want to see the young players get game and get a run out. The Jamaican born, the talent that we are growing here, and it's sad because they don't have the quality. They really don't, and I don't expect the side to do much. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment that I was asking for this, and now that I get it, I'm sad because I want to see the ball at them on the side.
The
So
ball of them.
I want to know what you have to say about the squad and what you think about upcoming friendlies.
Well, obviously, it's a more of a local-based squad because the friendlies. I saw it on an interview Hallgrimson did with Sportsmax that they're going to do some friendlies outside of the FIFA window. So obviously, you can't get all of the players. Clubs won't just release them. He's got an okay squad. He has some local players that are in tune with the first team, the bigger boys, the more talented ballers, as they say.
Like
Kyle Ming,
who? Oh,
Sule,
time again, who?
Kyle Ming is there. Sule Makala, Emilio Rousseau, Alex Marshall. Long time I haven't heard that name. Joshua Anglin, Siobhan Walsh, Justin Dunn, the leading scorer in the JPL this year. Andre Fletcher, and someone that we do personally know, Dwayne Allen.
Ooh, Dwayne
Ooh,
Allen.
Finally,
Ale,
after
Pino.
years of working, playing a 5'6", 100-pound guy as centre back and forwarding going up to the forward line. He's finally there in the Reggae Boys squad, so happy for him. Hopefully he gets some minutes when it does happen. But I look apart from the regulars that are normally there with the senior team, I can't see anybody else breaking into the regular setup for the Gold Cup, for not the Gold Cup, sorry, for the Nations League, for the Copa coming up, and for the World Cup qualifiers. I just can't see it. I mean, hopefully, look, Dino is a new guy. Hopefully, he can break in. We're all hoping for that. And he's, starting for Jamaica at the World Cup in 2026. But apart from that, it's very average. It's the first team I've ever seen get called up, and I don't know one of the goalkeepers, which is very very bad.
I mean, I like this. I like this. I like this. Why? Because it shows that Halgrimsey is doing what I don't think most managers would do. Right? He is taking the locally produced product and trying with them. Right? How many managers have we known that has called people from the local leagues in for the longest time? And not only that, but a squad that is predominantly made up of locals. Right, as you said, doing congratulations, bro. You put in the work, you put in the effort, and as a result, you got where you wanted to get. Just go on to win that Ballon d'Or. That's the last goal. Um, I'm eager to see this. I'm eager to see this because we have this misconception in Jamaica that our talent, our ballers are, quite frankly, not up to standard. Not up to standard, right? And we've always relied on overseas talent, overseas based players to fill our ranks. No, we are looking at the future. We are actually recognizing the JPL. I believe Hal Grimson is recognizing the JPL as an entity that he can turn to in terms of struggle, in terms of strife. And I really want to see how this team plays because if this team plays in any remotely good fashion, then it genuinely shows that the football in Jamaica is improving and that he can rely on the local based talents instead of turning to those overseas mavericks who really and truly know better than Angela Foot. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited to see this.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, and it's yeah. I have to agree. I have to agree for real. Um, yeah, I guess I have PTSD for what I've witnessed, but yeah, I'm gonna look at it like that and keep my hopes high. Wish the best for the players. Just have anything you want to say about it?
No, look, I'm just hoping for the best. Go through without injuries, play some good football. The last time I saw a non-regular team, it was when they played. I think it was Guatemala, and that team. I mean, it would have been better watching Mona Preps under nines play because it was just all rushed. Everybody trying to make a name for themselves instead of playing for the team. I hope it's different. You don't have to have a great individual performance, succeed for the team, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Also, I would like to ask, if is there anyone obviously doing Allen because he's a woman's born we know him. We want him to make it to the senior team, but is there anybody else who you're interested in that you'd like to see him make an impact?
I mean, personally, I have a lot of bias towards Siobhan Walsh because I think he's the best finisher in the country. He plays for Portmore United. I mean, obviously, he's put on about 40 pounds, so that's not good. Hopefully, he can shed the weight, come back. I mean, he's still a great finisher, right? I won't discredit that. He's still a great finisher. Um, Still young. I think he's about 22, 23 years old. So hopefully in the future he can be a regular in the forward line because we don't really have any number nines. We have wingers a lot, but apart from Nicholson, you don't really have number nines. Like yeah, Antonio, but he's coming to the end of his career, and we don't have any nines coming through anyway. So hopefully Walsh can grab this. He can step up. Justin Dunn just the same. I mean, he's been electric for Tivoli this season, and maybe Alex Marshall because he was what 15 pounds away from being a Wolfsburg player, and then he just fell off since then. So hopefully this is the remontada for Marshall.
Yeah, personally for me, I'm looking out for Marshall as well. Obviously, as he said, Dwayne, I hope that he really puts on a performance to cement himself in this squad. But I'm personally looking out a lot for Alex Marshall. He was the one that's never failed. He was the one that couldn't fail, and he was the one that ultimately did fail. However, let's see if he can remontada his way back. Hopefully, in slightly less controversy than a Real Madrid comeback. But I digress. I shall digress.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamaica football is nice. Jamaica is nice. Marcus Rashford was out partying on one day, and then in the next day for training. What should Eric Ten Hag do to the indiscipline?
Tell
Boy,
him.
boy, I don't know what to say about it. It happened before, but I'll let
And
you
you're a
guys.
baller.
It's my baller. That's what I said.
You're a baller.
Of course, of
You know
course.
my thoughts on
Trashford,
transfer.
Trashford to the rescue.
Those
Trashford to the
working for that
rescue, bro.
Jadon Sancho treatment.
Trashford scored one goal in like 28 games and shush the crowd, brother. He's him. He's him. Anyways,
He's he's colder than Cold Palmer.
yeah, he's cold and cold Palmer. Rashford, he's on break. Manchester United. The players got the weekend off. He can party, man. I don't see the big deal. I don't see the
Nah,
big deal,
nah.
bro.
I see the big deal. These man them deserve to be chained up in the Tower of London, overlooking Stamford Bridge and watching Chelsea beat teams that they lost. So that's what we need to happen to them. I understand you're on break, but this is what I'm saying. The winner mentality isn't there. I know a certain Portuguese forward that is probably mid, but in his prime would be working his socks off. I sure know that Harry Maguire, which is a daily struggle to lift his head off of his bed sheet to go to training every single morning. He's doing it, right? And he's not the main man in the squad. I am sure that even through all of his amazing performances this season, Jude Bellingham could never try that. Mohamed Salah, bless his soul, he's Muslim, so he wouldn't drink, but he wouldn't do that. And the best have a certain way about doing things with them. The last player that we saw that really did that was Ronaldinho, and he had let's say he had the right. He was
How
by
about
far the best
Neymar?
player in the world.
How about
Ne-
Neymar?
Neymar went out clubbing, but he was sanctioned by Barcelona after,
Hmm.
right? Adel Taarabt, he used to do all that sort of stuff, but he would still come on and score. Marcus Rashford, mate. I'm not sure he could score against the Chelsea women's team,
Wow.
and
Bro.
that's saying something.
All right. To be fair, the Chelsea women's team have a very good defense, right? With Millie Briar, they have a very good defense. It won't be easy. But yeah, look, break or not, listen. The break technically was over on Tuesday. Um, they have a match tomorrow against Newport County. They were to be in training yesterday. He wasn't there. He was ill, ill. We all know that story. Because he went to parties. Look, I've always said it. English players and United don't make one. I know the best United team doesn't have an Englishman in it. Marcus is just fast tracking the process of getting himself out. Um, what can I say? Look, I've always had an agenda against Marcus. I'm not afraid to say it. He's been here 9 seasons and he's done shit. He's done fuck all. What has he done?
You can't
What
say
has
that.
he done? He
That's
scored
illegal.
against Carrius.
No,
That's
no,
all
no.
he's
He
done.
can say that. He can say that. He
Carrius.
can say that. We live in a democracy, freedom
Who's
of
never,
speech and freedom of expression.
bro? Who's not scored against Carrius? Tell me. Come on, do better than that. But listen, Marcus has to be sanctioned, right? Marcus has to be set playing with the kids at this point. And even then, he wouldn't start. Yeah, have you seen the under 18s, bro? 13 straight wins. God. But yeah, he would. He has to be sanctioned some way. Look, Sancho was kicked out for saying, "Listen, I train properly." We've got to kick out a guy for missing training due to his own selfish ways. And you were speaking about the best, Neymar, Ronaldinho, look, Georgie Best. Those guys went to the club, but you knew when they were on the pitch, it's 110% a man of the match performance and at least a goal and a half.
Exactly.
Trophies for galore. Ronaldinho said it a few times ago that if he didn't club as much, he would have played much longer. And they would have had to tell him that when he was younger, because when he was younger, they just allowed him to do it. Look what happened to George Best, Garincha. Look at those people. But those guys, they deliver. I mean, Marcus doesn't even work for Domino's. He still can't deliver.
Those moving like that flow.
I had to
Intense.
leave for the Marcus Rashford slander because I don't appreciate it. I think it's very high emotional right here. Everyone is emotional right now because he's in like a down patch. But it's on brand. He has never been a consistent player, so it's not like you expect him to be consistent. What you do, you hope that he's going to get back on one of those runs that he got on. I think it was last season, and he can do it. And I think you have to remember that Marcus Rashford has a style of play, and sometimes it doesn't suit Manchester United as well. So it just I think the fans are being a bit hard on him as
Bro,
relates
come
to him
on,
partying. It's one day, bro. It's one day. If
bro.
Ten
Come on.
Hag if Ten
But he's
Hag
missing training. He's missing training
Bro,
because
bro. If
it's
Ten
one
Hag
training, dog.
sanction for what he said, he has to sanction Marcus. It's not Marcus plays football like he's playing FIFA 19. He just pushes the ball and run with
Please.
nothing else in front. He could have an empty net and he wouldn't know what to do.
I think
Marcus
I think
Rashford.
nah. I dis I disagree. No more Marcus Rashford slander. No more. I'm
No,
ending it
you know
here.
what? You
I'm
know
ending
what?
it here. No
Like a
more.
1950s white woman or a 1950s black person, that opinion does not matter. Okay, move on.
Oh, all right. Let's move on. He just said he doesn't respect women. Just know that savage. He doesn't respect women. So
Oh boy, so
college that he's currently
first the
at.
Birmingham fans, no women. What?
Mhm. Yeah, just
No. I'm saying
cancel his
in the
enrollment.
1950s, in it,
No,
it's
he,
been
he
a
doesn't
while,
respect
bro.
women. That's what he said. He said their opinions are invalid. So just
Only
cancel
Birmingham ones.
his
Only
enrollment.
Birmingham ones.
All right. Let's move on. Yeah, for real. FA Cup kicks off with exciting fixtures. Man City knocked out Tottenham. Versus controversially, I didn't watch a match, so that's interesting. How did that match go?
Well,
Basically, he fouled Vicario in the 88th
yes,
minute and scored.
yes, yeah. That's
And
what happened.
VR really looked at it and said, "Yeah, I know
Yeah,
foul."
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's Man City.
It's not much to say.
Uh,
That's
Manchester
that's
City.
literally what happened. They said it's fine because
I
it's Man
just
City.
Oh, regular City shenanigans. All right. Chelsea
Basically.
also play to draw with Aston Villa. That match sounds very boring. Did Cole do his celebration? Did he score and do his celebration? I hope he did. Also,
Score. Ah,
I didn't know
boy, if
that he
he
was
could put the ball
Jamaican
on
though.
top, if he could
What
put
do
the
you guys
ball
think
on
about Cole
target,
Palmer? Hey! What do you guys think about Cole Palmer being Jamaican?
Bro
bro,
wouldn't survive
we
15
know
minutes
he's
in Kingston
Jamaican
heat.
blood, born and bred.
I saw a video of him singing to Vibes Cartel, bro. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I need to
Yeah,
show you guys.
look, he didn't fake it. I saw the video on TikTok. I saw it, man. He actually had the Creole on lock. He didn't
Yeah, I
fake it
knew it
or
word for
anything. It
word.
was natural, which is frightening for a white guy. No offense
Mm,
to any white
What?
guys, but it was it was very fluid.
mm, yeah. All right. Also,
Maidstone.
Maidstone. Yes, Maidstone this morning eliminated High. Flying Ipswich Town. I don't know these teams. Oh my god. Where are these teams from? The
Or,
fourth division football. What is this?
Actually,
What
I
is this?
think they're
actually,
like
The
Maidstone is
executive producer
non-league.
needs the
Maidstone
executive
Maidstone
is
is
producer needs
actually
to
non-league.
fix. Hey,
Maidstone
listen
is
to
in
me.
the
I'm talking. Listen to me. Listen to me. The executive producer, he needs to fix his notes. They are off today. They're yeah, sorry, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and explain.
no.
Maidstone
I
is
was just
non-league,
saying
bro.
Maidstone is sixth tier, not fourth tier.
Oh,
They're
okay.
even worse.
Okay. All right. So Maidstone this morning eliminated High Flying Ipswich and our run. Who would be the favorites for the competition? Okay.
Maidstone. Maidstone. The dead,
Just drop a
dead
line for
favorites.
Maidstone if you know they're gonna win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
You know what?
Maidstone.
Newport County, because they make cigarettes. Newport. They have that smoke. Newport County, man.
Mm,
Let's just say that.
they
Let's
do
just
have
say
the
that.
smoke.
Newport got
Yeah.
the smoke. Oh well, you see, Onana is not playing, so there is a fire extinguisher in the goal tomorrow anyway. Um, who would be look? I don't see anybody actually, and I'm being serious. There is nobody actually saying any of the two finalists from last season, any of the Manchester clubs. Everybody's eyes are either on Liverpool or Aston Villa. There's nobody looking at either of the Manchester clubs, and I think it will be the same final as last season, because somehow Man United are going to draw Maidstone at Maidstone, and somehow United are going to win, and then City get their draws as they normally do, and then it will be a Wembley showdown again. Somehow it's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't really I don't really have any input for this. Yeah, Maidstone. What? Crazy. Sixth division. I didn't even know that existed, fam. That sounds like Sunday league football. But
No,
moving
that's
on,
just above Sunday League.
it's just above Sunday.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
9 tiers, and then Sunday Leagues after that.
Okay. So it's okay. I didn't know. The more you learn, the more you know. I mean, yeah, that's how the saying goes. Anyways, Whisper, something I'm very passionate about. Whisper joined Chelsea over 2 weeks ago, but will not be regarded as an under 21 player. He was registered as a member of the first team. Is it a good move for?
What was that sound? What?
That's a thinking sound. That's a thinking sound. Yes, that's what it was. He was registered as a member of the first team. Is it a good move for Chelsea or should he be loaned for his development?
Let me tell you what. Loan him to Maidstone, yeah? But trust me. Trust me.
That's it. That's it.
Trust me.
Yeah,
That's it.
boy, it's coming full circle.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah,
Now, for real
no.
though, I'm interested to see how this develops because Chelsea don't really have an out and out striker, not one that can stay fit at least. We know Christopher Nkunku, um, Armando Broja, they're all good strikers on their day, but they're looking towards Dujan to whether or not he should start is I'm a bit conflicted about that because this dude has not proved himself in an actual professional football game before, right? I think what they should have done was to put him to the under 21s, or at the very least, loaned him to maybe another Premier League team or a Championship team, to see if he can find his footing in professional football. Because what one has to realize is that the pressure, right? First, the pressure on him must be so immense not being able to not being able to handle that pressure, worst of the big level, would be detrimental to anybody's career, right?
Um, okay. I just want to interject a bit. I want to mention that he's 18. I don't think he's under any pressure after this big move. I think it's, yeah, that's what I want to say. You can continue.
Bro, come on, man. It's a lot of pressure. Like, you get put thrown into the first team just like that, like any moment of the day. Maurizio Pochettino can say, "Come on, big man, you up." What? Bro, I can't even speak English properly. I didn't. I skipped English class in school, man. I don't understand. Right? Worth his
That's a
accent.
true story, actually.
I, I, I can't fathom. I can't fathom him just being thrown into the. He hasn't even had time to properly train, right? Like, give him a little bit of time. Maybe make him spend a month or two with the under 21s. Play like 7 or 8 games. And then after that, you can give him an evaluation, right? That, like, I just don't understand why. I don't understand why put so much pressure on him instantly. It would be as if a 17-year-old Lionel Messi got the captain's armband in a super team. You know the amount of pressure that you'd be faced with.
That is two completely different things you compared, right? You compare 17-year-old Messi with the captain's band and
And
being in
Whisper
the
played
first team reserves. He's a
1 game.
reserve. He's a reserve. He's not even on the bench, bro.
He's
Come
still in the starting team. He's still in the starters. He's still registered as a starter, right? God forbid anything happen to Broja or Kunku and probably Havertz break a couple ankles. Then he'll have to go up. There's nobody else. There's
on.
literally nobody else. I don't see another striker at Chelsea. Sure, you can probably buy Onana for 95 million. He's a good striker from United and throw him up front. But I can't see anything else.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I can't see. I just think the pressure, man. The pressure will get to you. Worse, you're someone in a foreign land, unfamiliar to the local language, unfamiliar to the local customs.
The
I
language.
just yes, that's the language.
That's
I think it will be really difficult. No, I'm not optimistic and I'm not pessimistic. I'm realistic. Right? That doesn't mean I'm a Real Madrid fan now, guys. Don't mix it up. I'm just realistic. Right? Whisper is a good player. From what we've seen, he can do him thing. But he's like that 57 rated 18-year-old that comes to you in FIFA career mode on the Champions League final and says he can start over Cristiano Ronaldo. It just doesn't work. He needs time to develop, mate. And that's just that. The pressure will be too great for him if he's to just jump in straight away. He'll be no better than Marcus Rashford at this point. If he doesn't get the proper nurturing and the proper care and maybe some proper English lessons, it'll be very tough for him. And that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, look, firstly, I don't get where people have it in their head that Whisper can play as a number nine. Like, he played as a number nine once locally, and it was the only game he didn't score. Apart from that, he has to cut in from the wing. You know, he is like Marcus Rashford a lot, actually.
No,
But
he can
listen,
actually
they have
play.
number nines, bro. Chelsea, do you not remember Chelsea have about 6 players in each position? You're forgetting Davide Washington and
Who?
and and Matos and Lukaku.
Who?
They've got a lot of players.
Lukaku? Who?
Who?
They've got a lot. I'm not kidding. They have a lot. They have about 6 players in each position. So a couple injuries won't phase them. I'm telling you, it will
All right.
not phase them.
Let me tell you what then. What he needs to do then, he needs to contact his charges from Jamaica. Let them spin the block and cripple. Wait, no, I can't say that. I can't say that.
In GTA, not in real life.
In
In GTA.
GTA, yes, I let him cripple the bastard. In GTA, of course. No, but on a real note though, Whisper is a versatile forward, right? I do think he can play as a centre forward, right? I think he can. He can play as a winger, as he said. The one game he didn't play in Jamaica, well, he didn't score in Jamaica, as he said, was when he played as a number 9. But you have to learn to adapt. Look at Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz has not been played in his preferred position for most of his Chelsea career. And while it arguably hasn't really worked out, he is getting better at it. You know, it just takes time. Honestly,
Yeah.
What is Havertz's best position,
Um.
man? He
bench,
plays everywhere.
Bench.
bench.
Wasn't he a number 8 for something like that for
He played
Leverkusen?
as an 8, a 10, a 9, a winger, a 6, a left back. Where does he play?
Goalkeeper.
Um,
Uh. Yeah.
He's German. He can keep. He's German. He can. When is the last time you've seen a German that cannot keep the gas jet? That cannot keep the next phase?
If I
That's
speak,
true.
if
If
I
I speak,
speak,
if I
Who?
speak.
I want to know. I genuinely want to know who. Karius isn't German. They mixed up the flags. He's Belgian. All right, let's put that out there. If you're gonna say anything, he's Belgian. They turned the flag the wrong way. That's all I'm gonna say to you, right? But aside from him, who?
Uh.
bro,
Anyways, whisper. Being. I understand what you're saying. Savage. It's pressure. Eh, yeah.
yeah, there's no pressure. It's Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, I think he should have. Well, I want to add that maybe it's a good thing that he's in the first team because instead of training with under 21, he's training with the first team.
Bro, the under 21s are better than them. What are you implying? The under
Listen,
21s are better than the first team.
listen. What I would say is he could have still been registered or put in the under 21s and trained with the first team. There was no issue with that. I don't know why Chelsea are exclusively having him as a first team.
I don't even understand why you're complaining that he's registered as a first team player. That's not something to complain about.
No one
Jeez.
is complaining. We're wondering if it was the best move or should he have been loaned for his development. I
Oh,
mean, look, Chelsea are still in the
mm,
the FA Youth Cup. So
mm.
that's a
Would have
thing.
gone-
He could have been
Okay,
playing there. It's very competitive with the under 21s in England.
okay. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Whisper soon get him start, man. Soon.
Bro,
Anyways,
he couldn't start
um,
against Borough. When will he start?
yeah, true. Probably next year. Next year.
Next,
Yeah.
he needs a loan.
Um. I think it's time to take a break. I want some water. I'm thirsty, so we're gonna go for a quick break. Drink some water and stuff, and then I'll get back to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Five o'clock. What time you put? 7 o'clock.
welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know when the laundromat. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Welcome back.
What's going on?
Yeah, I didn't get to drink my water and stuff. Yeah, but we're gonna go straight into Savage Slaughterhouse. Let's go. Make up nine.
All right. Welcome again, everyone, to the GZ Sports Transfer Roundup, aka the Savage Slaughterhouse, with your boy Randy Savage, accompanied by the host today, Fry Rice, and the man, the myth, the legend, Jackson Jaquavius Bryan the third. Right? So I think we can just jump straight into it. It won't be too long today. It won't be too long
Mhm.
today. But we have some spicy topics to talk about. And the first one I'd like to bring up is a man who moved from Leeds for record breaking money, sat on City's bench and witnessed record breaking history. Of course, I'm referring to Calvin Phillips, who has become a new West Ham player on loan, of course, after leaving Manchester City to spend the rest of the season at West Ham United. The Hammers giving him the number 11 shirt as a CDM. What do you guys think of this
Yes,
move?
yes. For it's been years. It's been years. That Pep guy is a fraud. That Pep guy is a fraud. He needs to be charged. He
What?
needs to be charged. 115 charge. It's his. He bought this guy and have him on a one bench for years, bro. Years. And he
Oh my
sabotaged the
god.
England team all the while. I cannot take it anymore. Get this guy out of here. He needs to leave. And I'm so thankful that he finally left, man. Like, come on. Come on, that's
So and so Fry clearly seems to love the move. Jackson, what do you make of this move? Can you see it being beneficial to not only the players' development and West Ham, but also towards his later projects? Because he still is a Manchester City player, Fry. Just to bring that out there to you. Do you see this being
You know,
beneficial?
you know who's going to love this move? You know who's going to really love this move? It's not Phillips, it's not City. It's Gareth Southgate. He's been getting all the shit for picking a guy who's only played 89 minutes of Premier League football. Now he's going to play at West Ham. You can forget Ward Prowse getting called up. You can forget anybody who needs to get called up to actually get called up. He's putting Phillips in there with Rice and Bellingham, right? No Ward Prowse. You probably won't see Conor Gallagher, Cole Palmer on the bench because guess what? Phillips is playing football. And that's all that matters for Southgate now. But look, Phillips had to play. I still don't know why in God's green earth he went to Manchester City in the first place. He saw Rodri. He never gets injured. He's gonna play there. He sees De Bruyne on one side and Gundo on the other, and thinks he actually could have played football. I couldn't believe it, man.
Well,
I
no.
genuinely couldn't believe it.
Well, no. Maybe he actually knew his role was going to be a squad rotational role. Maybe he expected to actually be in the squad for at least once for the season, but um, it's squad rotational, and maybe he knew that and accepted the money and accepted the prospect of winning Premier League trophies as the drawback. I mean, I'd much rather sit on the bench of Manchester City and get my hands on 5 Premier Leagues than grind it out week in week out with Leeds United, who obviously have gone down now. I think it's a good
Mhm.
move for him, right? Not a lot of people are gonna say no to Manchester City, and not only that, he has won trophies. He's won the Premier League. He's won cups. I'm not sure if he was included in the Champions League team, but I'd like to say he was, and he's getting good money, right? Now he's actually going to go out, and he's finished doing his side quest. So he's going to
Mhm.
go out and actually get some fitness at West Ham to wait, no, I can't say that. He's actually going out to play some football. Gareth Southgate, as he said, is the happiest man on planet Earth right now. Um, and yeah, the deal, I think it's a good one for him. It's a decent one for West Ham because let's be real, who does West Ham have in the holding position? Like,
They got Edson Alvarez.
yeah, but he's still young. He's still young and inexperienced. So I mean, it's good to always have squad depth. Not like 6 players position on the depth, but it's good to have some level of depth. But moving on
God,
from
he's
him,
free. Thank God he's free from Pep's clutches. I've
Hey,
been
yo.
praying. I'm so grateful. Jeez. Yeah, we can move on.
moving on from one English player to a better English player, and of course I'm referring to Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Leicester City. The Leicester City man has been targeted by Brighton and Hove Albion, the blood-sucking leeches that they are. Leicester City want 30 million for him. Brighton's evaluation is not as much. Jackson, I want to ask you first, as our transport EA Sports FC analyst, what do you make of this? Because Hall has not proved himself to be worth 30 million. But then again, Brighton are the same team that sells a random 15-year-old from Vanuatu for 150 million to another Premier League team. Do you think it's a fair assessment of Shrewsbury Hall? I know he's a decent player, but 30 million worth?
Yeah, I think it's. Look, I wouldn't say this, but there are people who would class this deal as it's a steal. Literally, it would be a steal for them. Dewsbury Hall is the best player in the championship. He never should have gone down with Leicester. Um, I know the vultures are coming around. You know, Leicester have already said 30 mil or nothing. But look, Brighton are not going to act like they don't have money, but they just don't want to pay that price. You know, no one ever. Imagine if football was like, you tell me the price, I'll just pay. There would be no competition. There would literally be no competition. So Brighton are just going to negotiate that down to probably 20 million with some add ons, bringing it to like 28. They'll get Dewsbury Hall, they'll win the Europa League, and then they'll finish fifth in the league. They'll be looking good for Champions League. They'll sell João Pedro to, I don't know, PSG for 160 million, and then they'll just move on with their life.
I
Yeah.
mean, that sounds proper Brighton to me. Just Andrew Fry, sorry. What do you think of this?
Um,
Are you familiar with the player in any way?
yeah, I remember him from last season. Uh, yeah, I think it's just that English tax in it. If he was Scottish, he would probably be like 15 million. So because it's English and it's the Premier League, it's a 100% increase. So it is what it is. I think he's a quality player. I don't remember how good he is because it's been a while. But if Brighton want him, he's probably really good. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on because I think his Wi-Fi cut out.
No, I'm
Um.
here.
Oh, no.
My dumbass just muted my device by accident. Um,
Okay.
but I do
Happens.
think that he's a wait. I'm seeing breaking news. Share the news, just Jackson. Moise Keane has joined Atletico Club de Madrid on loan from where was he again? Paris,
You,
PSG, Juventus. This
you,
guy has been going around. He's like a porn star. He's just been passed around among the bunch. But yeah, he's going to Atleti. I don't see it working out because, like, let's be real, Atleti is a defensive club, and Moise Keane couldn't even defend his airline. But moving on from Moises, but breaking news, as you said, guys, to the next topic, and it's Arsenal. Arsenal FC, the London club, are pushing for Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Is it? Um, for a deal. The was it left back has been on the radars of many clubs. And Arsenal are putting on the pressure in the race to sign the player. What do you guys make of this deal? Of this move?
listen, Zubimendi has been they've dubbed him the next Sergio Busquets. I said that's bullshit because he can actually run. Um, Arsenal want him, Barcelona want him, but obviously it's Barcelona now. Man United have their eye on him. He was on the list for Bayern Munich, before Palhinha. They might go back for him now because Palhinha is definitely staying at Fulham up until the summer at least. I don't know if Bayern will wait that long. But he's a good player, decent Spanish kid, think about 50 million euros you need to spend for him because in Spain everybody has a release clause. But I think anybody who gets Zubimendi will get a decent midfielder, one that does help the number six. I mean, Arsenal play with two tens and Rice. You put Zubimendi there with Odegaard and Rice. What's breaking that midfield? I mean, unless it's a line breaking pass from 2011 Lionel Messi, nothing's breaking it.
I mean, the only thing that'll break it is their own. They'll probably break it themselves under pressure in the last 2 weeks.
And that's true as well. Yeah.
It's not like they haven't done it before. But
Hmm.
Fry, are you aware? Do you know about this? Are
I'm
you
not familiar with
Zimbabwe?
Zinedine. Yeah,
Zubimendi.
Zubimendi. Yeah, I'm not familiar. Maybe I'll watch some highlights and make my opinion after that. Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. You play FIFA, bro. Just set the scouts on him and just
Yeah.
click scout player, and then like 15 in-game days, you'll get a scout report on him, and you'll see him. He's quite solid. Um, moving on from him, all eyes are on a certain Jamaican forward, Ivan Tony. This is such an addicting transfer affair. Will anyone make a gamble on him this window? Jackson.
Gamble.
Bro, he didn't bro, he doesn't declare for Jamaica. You can't legally go out and say that. You have to wait for Southgate to completely damage his career and not call him up for then him to come to Jamaica. But let's be honest, he's got a year left on his deal come the summer. Brentford want 100 million. They know they're never gonna get that. If they stay up in the Premier League, then they'll be okay with selling him. The problem is there might just be a bidding war. Chelsea need a number 9 because Michael Jackson ain't doing it for them. Um, Arsenal need a number 9 because let's be honest, Jesus was never a number 9. United need a number 9 because let's be honest, they only have one. Like one. You can't have one number 9 in world football anymore. Right? You're
Marshall.
gonna need another one. Right? Yeah, hey, listen. Listen, right? And then there's a possibility of him probably even going outside of England. He wants to play for a top club. He hasn't ruled out going ever elsewhere to play in a top league. And let's be honest, you want a number nine. I will say this as proudly. You can clip me. You can say anything you want. Ivan Toney is the closest profile to Harry Kane.
Chat, click that.
Number nine in the world that is as close
Facts.
to profile to Harry Kane as Ivan Toney. Link up play,
Brilliant take.
free kicks, set pieces, headers, everything. He's just the black Harry Kane, literally.
For once, I completely agree with that statement. Like, that statement is actually really factual. He's a really good talent. And honestly, I think everyone has their bad past. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has their issues, and I think that club should move past that. Like, it's not like he was betting against his club to win. He was actually betting on himself. If he was betting against his club, then I understand. But he was betting.
He, yeah, he's also a steaming pile of he's also a steaming pile of manure. Yes, because imagine he had an 8 month ban, and as soon as he came back, he was like, I want to leave. I still want to leave, guys. I still want to leave. And after the club supported him throughout his ban, it's crazy that he did that. The fans should stone him with in GTA, of course, not in real life. But yeah, that's what I think. I love Ivan Tony though. He's
Yo, this
English.
doesn't work.
I love Ivan Toney. He's English, and I think he deserves more game time in the England squad. Yes.
All right. And moving on to the final topic of today. And of course, I am sure everyone has heard it. Some will be rejoicing, some will be crying. But it is just the fact that the great Jurgen Klopp has announced that he will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. He's saying that he can't keep up. He doesn't have the energy. His bones are getting bonesy on him. Um, and yeah, I'll say. I guess I'll start off with you, Fry, this time around. What has been the impact of Jurgen Klopp on Liverpool Football Club? I personally think he's a part of the culture, but what what do you make of him? What do you make of this, and who will eventually replace him?
Yeah. Sorry, I was shining my stuff. I wasn't able to. Yeah, just pass off to Jackson. Yeah, sorry about that.
All right.
Listen, no problem. Klopp will be regarded as one of those managers. Not in this. Some people want to put him in the same breath of young Jose, the special one. Conte at Chelsea, Sir Alex, Guardiola. I think you can't put Klopp in that discussion. I think Klopp came in as a revolutionary. Klopp was like Wenger, but he had a great structure around him and he knew what was going on in and out. He could get any player that he so desired and he knew how to build a team. I think Liverpool fans are they already hate this. I mean, I kid you not. On I don't remember what program it was on the radio. Locally, and I'm not even saying internationally, I'm saying in Jamaica, there was a woman who called in and was literally crying because she doesn't know what Liverpool are gonna do now without Klopp. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Liverpool fans are actually losing their head. But look, it's not gonna be that hard. Maybe it's one of those Sir Alex, I'm gonna retire things, and then the team starts losing a couple games, and then wham bam, he's there for another decade and a half. We don't know. Maybe he comes back after a year. Maybe he just leaves and crap. Shit. Maybe he just leaves and is the new Germany head coach. I mean, Germany love it. Germany would love to have him, but Jurgen, good manager, a very good manager. A lot of Liverpool fans. Look, I've already teased Liverpool fans already. I said, listen, get back Brendan Rodgers, get Steven Gerrard. We have why not? Let's go. Run it back. Bring Gerard from Aletifak. Let's go.
Well, yeah, I understand. I've been teasing my Liverpool friends, and then
Yay!
they'll bring up the soul and fact that 7-0. You know, they've just that's just been their only response. At least we have a manager, albeit not a good one. Um, but on a real level, though, on a real level, Klopp has done so much for the club. Klopp will go down as maybe one of the best Real Madrid players.
Hmm?
Um, no, what? Oh, sorry, my
Where
brain
you hear that?
lapsed out. My brain. One of the best
Uh,
Liverpool managers. You see, I'm a hater for Madrid, so they just been on my head rent free lately, you know. But that's okay. It's football. He'll go down as one of the better managers in their history. And we just have breaking news. Cameroon has been knocked out of the African Cup of Nations by Nigeria. The Nigerians putting on a show to show why their version of jollof rice is better than the rest of Africa's.
Hey yo.
Um, yeah, the Afghan has been absolutely amazing. Actually, I think we need to do an Afghan roundup next show, guys. What do you say? Like, it's honestly been a breathtaking competition.
We'll do a roundup near the final. You know, the final is February 11th. We got a couple of weeks. We can keep watching more. I was watching Angola versus Namibia this morning, and for some goddamn reason, the Angolan keeper came out of his net, stand out of the box, was seeing himself got chipped, and then this batted the ball and was looking at the ref like, "What I do?" Couldn't believe it.
What?
I couldn't believe it.
What?
I couldn't
Bro,
believe it, man.
bro was lapsing. Bro was like me 5 minutes ago.
Man. But
yeah.
Afghan's going well. Afghan's going well. Like Cameroon is out. You know what that means for United fans. Onana's back.
Oh na 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 na. Oh na na. Oh na 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 na.
It's kind
Oh
of
na
crazy
na.
that he was considered the best player, best keeper last season, you know, because of that Champions League run. And to see how the form dropped, kind of crazy, man.
Bro,
You see
at
what
this
happened
point,
was he retired from international football. So he only played club football. He had nothing on his mind. And in Italy, you just have two competitions. Then he decided, hey, I'm going back to Cameroon. He's been shit ever since.
Okay. It's probably the United curse because he came to United and started to become.
Yeah,
Um,
it happens for every keeper. I mean, we bought the World Cup winning Barthez and he couldn't do shit.
yeah. So yeah. Um.
all right, guys. That is the that is the final topic of the day. As usual, thank you guys for tuning in to GZ Sports. You can follow us at Twitter at GZ_sports. Myself at Orandi_Sing and Jackson at Jackson_Brian. I think. Andrew, he does not know such things as social media, so we can't like put him
Yes,
on the
I'm a
spot.
caveman.
But
Yes.
he does have Grinder, so for all you guys interested, you can
Hey!
just go and
What
search
is
him up.
grinder, bro? What?
Bro, bless your heart, bless your soul.
I don't use dating apps, fam. I
No,
don't.
no, 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 it's not a dating app. It's just an app where
It's
you
good,
can
it's
go and
good,
meet
it's good.
friends.
That's why you do this. Just leave
It's
him
it's
alone.
like Facebook. No, no,
Like,
it's like
like
Instagram.
Facebook. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find this. I'm gonna find this.
yes, please do, please
No,
do,
no, no.
please do. But guys, it's been your boy Randy Savage tuning in. It's a pleasure to serve. It always has been. Thank you, thank you again. Thank you again for everything and peace.
Vamos. I will see you guys probably midweek. The transfer window is coming to an end. So, probably we'll be here. Apparently, the window ends on February 1st. I don't know which idiot decided that, but, we'll find a way. But, again, from GZ, Vamos. We'll see you next time.